Well, last spring festival, I went to my relative's house in the countryside, and it was my first time to go there to spend the whole holiday with my family. At first, I thought it must be a quiet place, right? Since it's in the countryside, and at that moment, I was so sick of all kinds of noises in the cities, so I was quite excited about it. But unexpectedly, it was not. Shockingly, it was pretty noisy there. So when I got there, I was having a rest, and the dogs kept barking all the time. And it's like every house in the countryside has got dogs, so it was non-stop. And whenever I took a walk and passed by their houses, these dogs just start barking at me, and it was super loud and noisy and also a little bit scary. And then at night, when I was about to go to sleep, there came the frogs. And those little ones just kept croaking all night long, which made it very hard for me to fall asleep. And then the next morning, the roosters, they just began to crow even before the sunrise. And then, because it's during the Spring Festival, the people in the countryside played lots of firecrackers. I mean, that was okay, but it might be their traditions or what. I don't know. They just started to play the firecrackers really early in the morning, like 5 or 6 o'clock. So you can imagine, first came the roosters, then the firecrackers, and it was getting louder and noisier, and my head was this close to get exploded. So I couldn't have a good rest the whole time there. So I guess that was one noisy place that left me a deep impression. It was not like city noisy, like the crowd, the traffic and stuff. It was another kind of noisy. And I don't want to go there again.
So last Sunday, I went to Zara to buy some t-shirts for myself. Zara is a clothing store, a very trendy one. So they usually play loud music, which is focusing a lot of emphasis on the beats. I mean, when you set your foot into the store, you feel the music rather than, hear the music. So I was shopping at Zara, the beats and all that kind of gave me a bit of a headache. I felt a sensory deprivation. So I quickly grabbed several t-shirts and went to the fitting room to try them on. But when I got there, I found the line was so long and everyone there was talking loudly with their friends just because of the loud music. And they, nearly had to yell at each other as if they were at a concert. And because of they were so engaged in the conversation, they didn't notice much of the line, so someone could easily cheat forward, and I lost a lot of time. I was stuck in this loud and very annoying environment that I didn't want to be in, so I decided I would go. I made the purchase and took the t-shirts home because I want to try them on in a nice and calm environment where I could, take a look at myself and relax peacefully. The noise in Zara just made my sensory so overloaded, but I do understand that Zara needs the music to attract the young and trendy people, and it's also possible that the employees and other customers there might like it, but for me personally, it was a bad experience. Next time, I would prefer to choose a little bit pricey of a place, but just a little bit more quiet.